Right then, this is a video clip that's making the rounds on social media at the moment. Sadly, I don't know who the original uploader is, otherwise I'd give them full credit. So if you see this, let me know and I'll pin your name to the top of the comments, so apologies. But it's two coppers and they're questioning a guy. And from what I can gather, it's outside an abortion clinic here in the UK. And I'll explain why later. Anyway, here's the clip.
Are you protesting? Are you here to pray for the lives of unborn children?
No.
Can your actions be carried out as
This particular actions. No, I mean, I don't know what are you referring to? What actions is what are you talking about?
so the fact that you're here, well, can these actions be carried out elsewhere?
What actions are we talking about?
Right. Why have you chosen to stand at this location?
Well, I'm here for peace in the world.
Are you aware there is a public space protection order at this location?
I believe so. Yeah.
Will you move from here to outside the exclusion zone, which is under the road there, top of the road there?
Well, not at the moment. No.
Okay.
Due to the fact that you won't move, is that right?
I won't move.
You've been asked to move, are you going to move?
Well, you haven't clarified as to the reason as
With
why you
the
want.
PSPO, you can't be outside of it.
But you haven't clarified as to what
With
the
the
problem is.
PSPO, which is there,
Yeah,
it
but
tells you all the
how
reasons.
am I breaking it?
Because you stood in the zone.
But you can still stand on a public street.
That person over there standing in the zone.
Are
Again?
you refusing to move from outside the location?
Well, it would just be nice if you could articulate what the problem is exactly.
You stood in the exclusion zone of the PSPO,
Okay, so what's the
which
problem?
is right there.
Okay, yeah, I understand that. But
Do you want to have a look at it?
I've seen the PSPO.
So you have seen the PSPO?
Yeah.
I'll just get this ticket written.
Dear me, I mean, goodness gracious. Wouldn't you just walk off from these two? How can I describe them? I mean, Jesus Christ. If you were a copper of long ago and you saw these two clowns executing their duty like this, what would you do? How would you handle it? My goodness. I mean, I think one of them is at least a PCSO, which is a glorified scout member, basically. They've got no powers whatsoever. They were a concept dreamed up by Tony Blair back in the day, because Labour at the time, they always have done, by the way, would rather spend money on woke vanity projects than pumping money into the police to recruit real men and women to be police officers with real powers. So he came up with PCSO, and people who wanted power, people who were bullied at school, outcasts from society, Karens, both male and female, they joined up. They became PCSOs and they thought they were real coppers, and the rest is history. Absolutely useless, one and all. Anyway, so this guy is, I'm assuming from the text and the language here, he stood outside an abortion clinic. Now, a lady has been arrested twice for doing exactly the same thing, and I'm not sure, but it looks like her in the red jacket with a phone, and she's filming everything going on. But she stood there in the same spot and she prayed for the lives of infants who were aborted, basically. But this became a problem for someone. The police were called and she was subsequently arrested twice, as far as I know. And now this guy's doing the same thing. So these two trumpets have come out and they're reading questions off a pamphlet. I mean, where's their common sense? I mean, can you imagine a firefighter doing this? And it'll happen, folks. You can see it right now, can't you? Political correctness is like a cancer. It's spreading through every establishment organisation here in the UK. And it's happening in the fire service at the moment. So you can imagine there's a raging fire and then a firefighter comes out and reads off a pamphlet. Is your house on fire? Do you feel like you're in danger? Would you like us to rescue you? Would you prefer a man or a woman or someone non-binary to come and rescue you? It's going to happen. It's really going to happen, folks. I mean, have you ever seen anything so flipping ridiculous in your life? It's like something out of the Keystone Cops. Reading off a pamphlet questions which a knowledgeable copper, a copper who would have walked the streets, his beat, getting to know the people and the area, someone with a bit of character, a bit of something about them, would have dealt with this incident or this issue in a jiffy. But no, there's two of them. Pamphlets galore, which cost money. It's just a complete utter woke waste of time and money, because a Christian is stood outside a building praying for someone's soul. It's not like they're stood there with the Mike Myers mask, is it? I mean, come off it. They're just going to have to accept that some people are against abortion, which is, you know, they're right. There are people for it, people against it. Me personally, I don't have a stance on it. So that's another video for another time. But I'm guessing people have their reasons for both sides, and that's all I'll say about that. But the way these two coppers, well, this copper and a half, dealt with this is shameful. It's embarrassing. And another reason why the police force or the police service here in the UK needs reform root and stem. Which makes me wonder, would they do exactly the same thing if it was a member of the religion of getting away with everything who prayed outside en masse, blocking the roads, or would they get away with it as usual? Exactly. And there we go. I'm Paz49. Thanks for listening, and until the next time, Roger Trout.